Hello everyone, today we are going to be continuing the chapter of the nervous system. So let's get started. We had finished by the human nervous system, so we are pending to start that. So we're gonna start that first. The nervous system of the human being is considered of following two systems. What are the two systems over here? The central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. What is the central nervous system? So let me write it down. Human nervous system, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. So these are the two systems, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So what is the central nervous system? It consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The brain lies within the skull and the spinal cord lies within the vertebral column. Now what's the peripheral nervous system? The peripheral nervous system consists of the nerves passing through and from the central nervous system, reaching out to all parts of the body. The peripheral nervous system further consists of two subdivisions, somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So peripheral nervous system, it consists of the nerves from the entire body, and they are divided into two parts, the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. Now what is the brain? The human brain is the most complex and the most important organ of our body, along with the heart, of course. The brain, along with the spinal cord, forms a central nervous system, and on average an adult human brain weighs about 1.5 kg. It is contained in and is protected by a bony structure. What is this bony structure? It's protected by a skull. Or we can also say this, people might not know, we can also call it a cranium. The brain is further enclosed in three protective membranes, collectively called as meninges, which is separated by the cerebrospinal fluid. So, brain is further enclosed in three protective membranes, which is called the meninges, which is separated by cerebrospinal fluid. Now, the brain. The brain has three main parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata. Cerebrum is the largest portion of the brain. It is divided into two right and left halves called the cerebral hemispheres. Each hemisphere is internally hollow. The outer surface of the hemisphere is folded with ridges and grooves, which increase the surface of the brain so as to accommodate a large number of neurons. The human cerebrum, do you know this? It consists of about 9 billion neurons. Now, the cerebrum is the seat of intelligence, consciousness, and also of willpower. So, the cerebrum is, yeah. Now, cerebellum is much smaller and located under the cerebrum. Its main function is to balance the body and to coordinate the muscular activities. The cerebrum decides an action, whereas the cerebellum implements the action. So the cerebrum just decides that we should do this, but the cerebellum implements it. It's like one person is thinking we should do this, and the other person actually does it. So that is the cerebellum. For example, you get an idea to stand up and walk. It rises in the cerebrum, but the muscles involved in the process to contract or relax lies under the control of the cerebellum. Medulla oblongata. What's the medulla oblongata? It is the lowest part of the brain and continues down the spinal cord. Now its function. What's its function of the medulla oblongata? Its function is to control the activities of the internal organs. For example, is the beating of the heart, the breathing, swallowing, digestion, sneezing, etc. Injury or the medulla may result in the immediate death of the person. If you get an injury in the medulla oblongata, it may result in the immediate death because the beating of the heart and breathing, swallowing, digestion, sneezing, it's all under this thing. See, such big responsibilities have been given to such little parts. So that's why people say not to get your brain injured, not to get your head injured. The spinal cord. Now, what's the spinal cord? It extends from the medulla of the brain and runs down almost the whole length of the backbone. The main function of the spinal cord are to control the reflexes below the neck, to conduct messages from the skin and the muscles to the brain, to conduct commands from the brain and the muscles from the trunk and the limbs. The parts of the central nervous system and their main functions. Brain. Cerebrum is for intelligence, consciousness, memory, and willpower. Cerebellum is for balance and what is it? And muscular coordination. Medulla oblongata is for respiration, digestion, beating of our heart, and sneezing, I think. Yes. Now, spinal cord controls the flexes below the neck, almost the length of our backbone, and it conducts commands from brains to muscles of the trunks and limbs, conducts messages from skin and muscles to the brain. Now, the peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves which connects the central nervous system to all parts of the body. It is divided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So the peripheral nervous system is in two parts, somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system consists of two sets of nerves and cranial nerves and spinal nerves. So it is of set of nerves of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Somatic nervous system is responsible for all the relaxed sensations of the body, like smell, taste, sound, etc. The central nervous system and for sending out commands from the central nervous system to the skeletal muscles. Now, the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system consists of a pair of chains and ganglia. It is the mass of sidons of the nerve cells. The nerve is formed on either side of the spinal cord. This system acts largely unconsciously and regulates the involuntary activities of our internal organs like the heart rate, blood pressure, respiratory rate, pupillary response, etc. Now, the autonomic nervous system operates through two systems. What's the two systems? The sympathetic and parasympathetic systems, which are opposite to their actions. In a sympathetic nervous system produces immediate fight or flight responses against abnormal conditions, while the parasympathetic nervous system establishes a normal condition. For example, the sympathetic nervous system increases the heart rate, the parasympathetic nervous system relaxes it. Now, so this is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video and share this video with your friends. Thank you and goodbye. I hope you have understood everything done in the chapter, the coordination, the nervous coordination and the chemical coordination and the structure and functional unit of the nervous system, which is the neuron, the types and the synapse and the types of neurons, which is sensory neuron, motor neuron, association neuron, nerves, which are the three types of nerves, and the human nervous system, which is central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Then also we have learned about the brain and the spinal cord, and also the peripheral nervous system in detail. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I hope you understood all the concepts. Goodbye.